Hello class. This is section 1.1, Introduction to Algebra, Variables and Mathematical Models. It says here, Objective 1, Evaluate algebraic expressions. Okay, now, a variable is a letter that represents numbers. Well, it should be that represents a number. An algebraic expression is a combination of variables and numbers. Using operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now we have a few examples. We could do x plus 7. We could do 2x minus 5. We could do x divided by 8. We could do x over 8, which is the same as x divided by 8. And we can also do 8x. And we could do 8x divided by 7. These are examples of an algebraic expression. Now we can scroll down here. It says we can replace a variable that appears in the algebraic expression by a number. This process is called substitution, or it's called evaluating, the expression. Okay, we have example 1. It says evaluate the expression 2 times the parentheses x plus 6 for x equals 10. Now what this means is that we need to substitute in 10 wherever x appears. So we would take this 10 here, and where the x appears, we will put 10 in its place. So we will have 2 parentheses 10 plus 6. Now personally, I like to put an extra parenthesis around what I substitute. So this shows that I substituted in 10 for x. So this equals to 2 times 10 plus 6. And we do what's in parentheses first. 10 plus 6, we know is 16. So now we take 2 times 16, which is 32. And we're done with example 1. Now example 2, it says evaluate the expression. We have 6x minus y all over 2y minus x minus 8. Now we want to substitute in 3 for x and 8 for y. So let's scroll down a little bit so we can substitute in these values. So we would take our 6, and then we would substitute in 3 for x, minus, and then we would substitute in 8 for y. All divided by, we will have 2 times 8 for y, minus, we would substitute in 3 for x, minus 8. Now, we do the order of operations. We can't do anything with these parentheses, so we would take 6 times 3, which is 18, minus, we can't do anything with this parenthesis, so we'll bring that 8 outside of the parenthesis. Now for our denominator, Again, we cannot do anything in these parentheses. So what we have here is multiplication, subtraction, and subtraction. So we multiply. 2 times 8 is 16. Minus, we cannot do anything with this parenthesis. So we'll bring the 3 out and minus 8. Now in our numerator, 18 minus 8 is 10. Our denominator, 16 minus 3 is 13. Minus 8 is 5. And 10 divided by 5, we know is 2. So now we scroll down. Now we go here to objective 2. Now, objective 2 states translate English phrases into algebraic expressions. Now we have addition. What we're going to do here with addition, we're going to put in the phrase that addition has. So, a couple phrases. We could write the word add or added. I should say added. We could say added, increased by. We can also say sum of. And those are a few examples here. Okay, so, and also we could put add. We know the symbol for addition is this plus sign. Now we go to subtraction. We could do subtracted. We could do decrease by. We could do less than. And subtracted from. And our symbol is the minus sign. Now with multiplication, we have of, product. We could also say double. And we could say 3 times. And our symbol for multiplication is typically, there are actually a few symbols. We have the X, we have the dot, and then we also sometimes use the parentheses. So these are different symbols we have used for multiplication. Now with division, we have divided by, we have quotient, we have fraction. So we are divided by quotient and fraction, and we could use these symbols here. We have the division symbol. We have the old style division bar, and we also have the fraction bar. Now with this fraction bar, just for clarity, I'm gonna put some symbols above it, above and below, so you won't confuse this with a subtraction symbol. So those are the symbols that we use for division. Now we come down here to example 3. It says write each English phrase as an algebraic expression. Let x represents the unknown number. It says the product of 6 and a number. Product we know means multiplication. So the product of 6 and a number would just be 6x. Now B, it says a number added to 4. Now we know added means addition. So it's a number added to 4. So the 4 goes first, plus x. Now you could figure this out by using a common everyday example. If I said 4 years added to your age, you know that your age will go first, then the 4 years. So here it says a number added to 4. So the 4 goes first, and then the x goes second. Now C, 3 times a number increased by 5. Now, we know 3 times a number is 3x. Increased by means addition and 5. So it'll be 3x plus 5. It says here, twice a number subtracted from 12. Now, when we see subtracted from, that means that the value behind it goes first. So it'll be twice a number subtracted from 12. So it'll be 12 minus 2x. That's twice a number subtracted from 12. Now it says E, the quotient of 15 in a number. The quotient of 15 in a number, you can write it as 15 divided by x, or you could write it as 15 over x, or you could write it as x on the outside and 15 under the division bar. Either one of those would be acceptable. Okay, now we have a tip here. It says pay close attention to order when translating phrases involving subtraction. A number decreased by 7. Number is x, decreased by 7. Now a number subtracted from 7. Now this number is subtracted from 7, so the 7 goes first, minus the variable. So it'd be 7 minus x. Okay, now we have 7 less than a number. So 7 less than a number is the number, which we don't know. Now for some reason in these boxes, the variable is shifting. So I'm going to write it on the outside of the box. So it'll be x minus 7. So I had to write this on the outside of the box. So 7 less than a number is x minus 7. Now it says 7 less a number. So it'll be 7 minus x, because it's 7 less a number. Now we scroll down. Now here we have another definition. It says here, an equation is a statement that two algebraic expressions are equal. An equation always contains the blank symbol. Now we know it's the equal sign, but it's the equality symbol. For example, you could say x equals 7. You could say x plus 5 equals 9. You could say 2x minus 18 equals 12. You could say 2 divided by x equals 4. These are different examples of an equation. Now, and remember, the difference between the equation and the expression is the equation has an equal sign and the expression does not. Okay, now objective 3. It says a number is said to be a solution to an equation if the equation becomes a true statement when the number is substituted for the variable. Now we're going to take on a couple examples here. We have example 4a. Is 3 a solution to the equation 2 times the parenthesis y plus 3 equals 5y minus 3? So both sides of the equation must equal each other. So we'll go through and substitute. Now wherever y is, we'll put 3 in its place. Now remember, I always put a parenthesis to show that we substituted. So inside this parenthesis here, we can combine like terms. 3 plus 3 is 6. Then 5 times 3 is 15 minus 3. 2 times 6 is 12. And 15 minus 3 is 12. So your answer is yes. It is a solution. Now we come to B. Is 3 a solution to the equation 2 minus 4x equals 3 times the parenthesis x minus 4? So what we will go through here is substitute in 3 for x. Now remember, I put in parentheses to show that I substituted here. Now we will have 2 minus 4 times 3 is 12 is equal to 3 times, in parentheses, 3 minus 4 is negative 1.